Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share you an IELTS Band 8 essay structure for IELTS Writing Task 2 for essay writing. This structure is for the essay type called Advantages and Disadvantages essay. Therefore, the 4-paragraph answer structure is highly recommended here too, including an introduction, a body with 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Firstly, let's discuss how to develop an introductory paragraph for this essay. It is essential to save your time. Therefore, your introduction also should be concise but well organized. Therefore, 3-sentence mode is introduced here. Before you begin, you better read the given essay prompt carefully and brainstorm for a little while. After you brainstorm, you can develop the sentences. As your first sentence, you can give a general statement in relation to the given topic area of the essay prompt. Then you can develop the second sentence. When you develop the second sentence, you can paraphrase the viewpoint in the given essay prompt. Then as your third sentence, you can give the outline of your essay. Here, of course, you tell the examiner what you would do in this essay. Likewise, we can develop a coherent 3-sentenced mode of paragraph as the introduction of this essay. In this category of essay, we do not convey our opinions to the examiner. Therefore, remember to just give an outline only for the essay in your third sentence without mentioning any of your opinions. Now let's move on to discuss the body of the essay. Okay, before moving on to the body paragraphs of this essay, I think it would be better if I give a brief explanation on why I really mentioned previously in your introduction when I was explaining about the third sentence that you should not mention your opinion to the examiner. I mentioned that it would be better if you just outline the essay there. What's the real reason behind this? Actually, there are two types of essays that come under advantageous and disadvantageous essays in IELTS Writing Task 2 section. Some of you may be aware of it, but some of you are not, I guess. So I would brief it like this. When it comes to the first category of essay here, it is somewhat really general in sense. There you need to only mention or discuss advantages and disadvantages separately. I think now you can see it clearly on my screen on left side. This is the first category of discussion, and if you get a question like this type, it would be really easy because this is somewhat most common type. Then on my right side you see the next category, the second category, where the candidate is asked to justify whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So when you compare both, I think the first category on my left side is the most common and the easiest as well. So in this tutorial, I'll be explaining only about the first category of this essay type, where you really do not need to justify, but just to explain or briefly discuss advantages and disadvantages separately. Okay, with that note, now let's move on to the body paragraphs. The body of this essay can be simply divided as body paragraph 1 and the body paragraph 2. As per the discussion here, you can include the advantages in the first body paragraph and the disadvantages in the second body paragraph. In order to manage your time effectively, I recommend you this format of 4 sentences for each body paragraph. However, you may also make it 5 or 6 sentences even if you are capable enough in providing further elaborations and explanations while managing your time. Now, let's follow the 4-sentence format here. Before moving on, I would like to share an essential writing skill strategy of writing body paragraphs. That is, every body paragraph should contain a topic sentence because this will provide a clear idea to the examiner about the organization of your body paragraph. This is actually an essential strategy that every candidate should know. So, what is this topic sentence? A topic sentence is not a topic really, but it is the first sentence of a body paragraph that includes the main idea of the whole paragraph. So, the first sentence of your each body paragraph should give the main idea to the examiner or to the reader clearly. Therefore, even here, we first develop a topic sentence for the first body paragraph, mentioning 2 or 3 advantages. Then, you can move on writing the other sentences. In your second sentence, you can elaborate these advantages that you have mentioned above in a detailed manner with more explanations. After that, you can develop your third sentence in order to prove your points of facts related to these advantages. Here is a place where you can use authentic examples as proofs to add a weightage to your topic sentence. I'm also planning to share a separate tutorial on how to use authentic examples in IELTS writing later on. Okay, now we have written down 3 sentences here, so we have one more sentence left. You can now add your last sentence as a restatement of the same idea given in the topic sentence. You may also add an idea here with a result that might be in future due to these aforementioned advantages or benefits. Likewise, you can complete writing your first body paragraph with 4 sentences. I think this strategy will save your time and will be able to present a well coherent, organized body paragraph to the examiner. Now let's move on to the second body paragraph and see to its structure. Okay, as explained previously, the second body paragraph is to present the ideas related to disadvantages. Here too, we follow the same strategy explained, the format of 4 sentences. As I said before, the first sentence of the body paragraph should be the topic sentence. It should present the main idea of the whole body paragraph. That's why it becomes a topic sentence there. So here too, we present only the disadvantages in this second body paragraph's topic sentence. Also note that this topic sentence can come at the end of a paragraph also, but here in IELTS essay writing, we focus on placing this topic sentence at the very initial position. That means at the very beginning of each body paragraph. Okay, now you can develop your first sentence of the second body paragraph, mentioning 2 or 3 disadvantages. Next, in your second sentence, you may elaborate the ideas of this topic sentence with further explanations related to the disadvantages. Thirdly, you can add an example to prove your ideas further. Finally, you can wind up writing the body paragraph with your fourth sentence, adding a restatement or a result that might take place in future due to these disadvantages. Okay, up to now, we have completed writing the introduction and the 2 body paragraphs. Hope you all have got a better idea on them. Now let's see the structure of the last paragraph. That is the structure of the conclusion of this essay. No essay will be a complete essay without a good conclusion. I think you must have heard of it. Yes, when it comes to the moment of writing a conclusion, it is a moment that you also need to remember that you should present it in a well organized manner at the very end of your essay. Realistically, when you write this IELTS writing task 2 essay writing question, you have spent nearly 25 or 30 minutes when you come to write the conclusion here. Therefore, you are left with only like 5 to 10 minutes, I guess. You also need to proofread your answer and submit it on time if it is the computer-based mode. Or else you need to proofread it quickly and hand it over to the examiner if it is the paper-based mode. However, you need to do all of these things within the given time frame, which is quite challenging. So you cannot actually write a conclusion with a heavy content here. However, I recommend you a simple strategy that you can follow to write a good conclusion. Let's see. As you can see on my slide here, the two-sentence version of a conclusion can be recommended here to save your time. Firstly, you can give a summarized idea here. As you have gone through the essay prompt, you can give a kind of an idea in a summarized manner in your first sentence. Next, in the second sentence, you can paraphrase all the advantages and disadvantages that you have mentioned in your body paragraphs. Likewise, you can simply develop a good and a coherent conclusion in your essay. Also remember, you do not add any kind of new information here in your conclusion because it's really not necessary. Also, you do not give your opinion even here because this is the type 1 category of advantages and disadvantages essay. In your other category of type 2, there of course you can add your opinion. But in this tutorial, as I've told you, you do not need to focus on your opinion. So what you can do is simply paraphrase the advantages and disadvantages in your conclusion also and then wind it up. I hope that these strategies shared here will surely help you to boost your band score with Band 8 Plus as you are presenting a well-structured and a coherent essay for this task too. I hope that you found this video resourceful and thank you so much for being here and watching it. It would be greatly appreciated if you could hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more strategies and tips for IELTS success. Let's meet again with my next tutorial. Thank you.